haven't really been keeping up on the Switch 2 news at all. Like, I just kind of ignore it because I know that people are going to be scalping it like crazy. So I figured whenever I get around to buying one, I get around to buying one, but I'm not going to compete and go nuts and try to get one at launch. But every day I keep reading more and more weird stuff about it, and I'm not really sure anymore what's accurate information or what's not. And here's the thing that's kind of bothering me right now. I've read that the physical Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges won't actually have any game data on them, but they'll be kind of like keys or passes, so then you can download the game from the internet onto the Switch. And if that's true, that's kind of crazy. So not only do the prices for the games seem to be going up a lot, like a whole lot, but then a lot of these games you're buying physically, you won't actually have the physical game, it seems. I'm not even sure how that's going to work on the secondary market, the resale market, but that's kind of strange if that's true, and I'm not sure what's true anymore because everyone's kind of saying different things. I know I'll get a Switch 2 eventually, but all the weird stuff that Nintendo's doing with their pricing, variable pricing, apparently not having the actual game on the card itself for a physical version, it's kind of weirding me out. And I know the comments can be filled with people saying, listen, old man, it's time to go all digital, it's time to go all digital. This stuff requires internet connections, and you should just be okay with that. And to that I say, I don't want to pay $80 to $90 for a Switch 2 game that is only going to be basically a key to download the game offline, where I walked into GameStop, paid $50 for this brand new game for the PS5, physical disc inside, put that in, disconnected my PS5 from the internet, and had no problem playing it whatsoever. You can call me an angry old man who's stuck with his physical media, but if there's one thing social media has taught me over the past few years, is that people are being trained to give up more and more of their ownership of things, more and more of their consumer rights and protections, to the point where every time I talk about something that should be pro-consumer, I think that everyone would agree with because it's good for them, people get angry at me. I've had a lot of incidents like that. I had one the other day. So I'm not really surprised that Nintendo thinks they can do this because they can. And people will line up and pay for the privilege, and it'll keep going, and it'll get worse and worse for the consumer, and everyone will be advocating for it, and I'll just sit back and watch with my big collection of discs and games. But if anyone can clarify exactly how Switch 2 games are going to work, I'd love to know.